Hello and welcome to another tip of the week. Today I'm going to be talking about the FOS2 bridge and the tactics Odyssey used to complete it. As standard, we normally have a DPS with super strength carrying the crystal up the bridge and another DPS following him to tag down the drones that spawn next to them. After we tag down the assassins, the rest of the group normally go up and stand in front of the resonator while the crystal carrier brings the crystal up to the resonator. The controllers, the healers and the DPS all stand in front of the resonator. I'm using a nice tank here with flight, which I believe is the easiest way to do the bridge tactic. So here I normally throw a wintry tempest on the sentries to slow them down, just to get a breather, to start pulling everything in and away from the rest of the group. As you see there, over the other side, I normally pull that sentry over so I can get them all grouped up nicely for the DPS to take them down. So everybody is standing in front of the crystal, healers with full supercharge and everything. So if we just slow it down here, you'll see on the left hand side the assassins are pulled off the bridge right there, and the group is on the right in front of the resonator, and over the other side is the sentries that you need to pull over. You can use the gap between them rocks there, if you can see. So it's just a case of pulling the sentries back so the DPS can nuke them down and the controllers and the healers can keep the group healed up and powered up at the same time. In this run we used a fire tank with super speed. As you can see here, the fire tank is about to jump off the bridge and use backdraft to pull the assassins off the bridge. It's advised that the group doesn't move forward until the majority of the assassins are pulled off the bridge. Also, it will be ideal for a healer to stay with the fire tank. The fire tank here is using a combination of backdraft and tornado pull, which is a single target pulling mechanic. So when the assassins are dealt with and the group is up by the resonator, the tank can now move forward and begin doing what the ice tank did, as in pulling the sentries back and the assassins so the DPS can nuke them down. Use the gap between the rocks to pull the sentries on the other side over to yourself. A controller can also use a pulling mechanic to pull the sentries away from the resonator also. So again, everybody stays in front of the resonator while the tank keeps on pulling the sentries and the assassins back. So that's basically it really. Keep everything on fire using end flame. Keep on using backdraft to keep the aggro. And that's basically it really, and you should get through this in no time at all. In this run I use my Earth tank, similar to fire with the way it's done. So I jump off the bridge, I use epicenter, which is similar to backdraft, and later on, as you see near the resonator, I use earthen grip, which is a single target pulling mechanic to get the sentries away from the resonator. I understand that there's a lot of tactics that can be used for the FOS2 bridge, but this is what works for us, so I hope it helps. So just to clarify, a DPS with super strength carries the crystal up the bridge. A DPS doesn't have to have super strength, but it would be ideal. When the assassins are off the bridge, all of the group gets to the resonator. The tank stays on the left hand side of the resonator, facing towards the end of the bridge, pulling all of the adds away from the group so the DPS can nuke them down basically. Also, a controller can help by pulling the sentries also. The healers would be topped up with supercharge, as well as the controllers that are using word of power or speed drain, and that's basically it really. It should be okay. This should be nice and quick for pub groups, and I hope this has helped. Thanks for watching.